Alright, I'll just basically explain that the blade is a separate component to the handle. The blade actually pivots on the pin and is adjusted by, or call it whatever you will, by the two rods that are pushed on by these screws. What I'll do is I'll back those screws off just a little. I'll push the blade into the square. As you'll see, there's a small rebate in the pin. You always push a pin back out towards the maker's mark. As a general toolmaker's rule, you can see the rebate and the blade comes out.
I was thinking the other day, what are the 5 indispensable hand tool
Followers, which are these parts, are separate to the screw. That's so the screw is not turning on the blade as it's adjusting. More for generations to come than today. It's just bad engineering. The brass inlays are so that we can use a fine thread to give ultimate fine adjustment and know that we'll never have to supply spare parts. The thing is designed to last. I'll just pull that pin back out, slide the blade in. Now the blade slips into that rebate, which gives you that little bit of movement, about 8 degrees in each direction. Tighten up the screws lightly. Now you don't need to lean on these screws really tight. As long as there's some weight on them, they won't undo, even if you drop it. Now that obviously needs to be opened up. So normally you would just tighten the appropriate screw, in that case being the screw on top, to push the blade open. Because we've pulled it apart, it can be a long way out. So what I'll do is I'll back off one of the other screws and then tighten. I would always finish adjusting by tightening it, not by loosening it. Now I've gone a little bit too far, so I'll just adjust the bottom screw to push the blade back in until I don't do it by sight, I do it by feel, and I can feel it's not quite in enough. I find one spot there where it really grabs all the way around, like 2 flat pieces of timber. You can tell we're there.